Nice.
What's up, you guys? Brendan Smith, that's Jason Kurtzen. This is Toby the Beagle back here, and we welcome you guys to the Heartbreaker Guitars YouTube channel. So guys, welcome to our channel. Today, Jason Kurtzen, we are discussing these limited edition Furch Bevel 21s. So Jay, tell us about your guitars and what's different and unique about these things.
So essentially the Bevel 21s are a unique line from Furch where they only made 21 of them. And they designed them in a lot of ways kind of like their flagship, which is the Red Deluxe. And they go through the same, all the plates go through the same high quality voicing process that they do over at Furch. These are premium materials that they use to assemble them. And also with the Bevel 21s, they have a bit of a different look. So like with the Red Deluxe, for example, your fretboard inlay is going to be Roman numerals, whereas the Bevel 21s, they each have a unique fretboard inlay. And this one is the tie clip, for example. Yours, I think, is called Yin Yang.
Yin Yang?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
I like that tie clip one, kind of.
Yeah, definitely. And then there are a couple others too that are really interesting. And a couple of different, you can see just sort of general differences between these two. Mine is a Sitka over Indian rosewood. Yours is a cedar over Indian rosewood.
The bindings are different.
Yeah, I've got a bloodwood binding and bevel you can see on the front and the back, hence the name Bevel 21. You've got two bevels, make it a really comfortable, ergonomic playing experience.
This looks like walnut, Jay.
Yeah, that looks like a walnut binding and bevel. And you can see that just, you know, with the wood and with the different colors of the binding, these two guitars look really unique from one another. But they sound incredible together, of course. As you can imagine, this one's a cedar top, so it's going to have a little bit warmer of a tone, whereas this one will be a little bit more equally distributed in terms of the tone. So let's go ahead and do a little sound test.
Okay, so what I was playing earlier, which was just a E, G, and A, so let me strum that, and then let's hear how the exact same thing sounds on that guitar. Okay, just individual notes, Jay.
Do just your highest two open strings. So just go. And in there you can really hear kind of the difference between the cedar and the Sitka, because your highest strings are definitely a lot more mid-rangey than mine. So if you hit that again. Yeah, there's a lot more body to them. And then you have a little bit more bright, a little bit more tinny. But the nice thing about these is that when you start getting up the board and you get to the higher notes, they're still really warm and tempered, so you don't get that that kind of, you know, ear-shattering high frequency that you might get on some guitars.
I heard it though, even just in the strumming, in the basic strumming when we were doing. I could hear a little bit more high end in this guitar.
Right. Yeah, well, and definitely Sitka rosewood is always going to give you that effect. You'll have a bit more of an equal distribution of the tone, whereas with cedar, you're going to get more warmth. You're going to get that mid-range boost that's going to bring out some body in your lower and higher notes. So yeah, there's a nice bit of difference between these two that I think those who are interested in the Bevel 21s will definitely have some selection as far as the tone goes, and of course the aesthetics.
Now Jay, as you know, we had 10 in the shop
not
too long ago. We're down to 3. Let's talk a little bit more about what makes Furch guitars unique. Let's start with the neck.
Right.
Okay, Jay, so here we have a Furch neck. Now, what is unique about it? Okay, it has this aluminum apparatus in here, as you can see, and basically what that does is that really stabilizes the neck. So not only is that good for long-term use, it's going to stay true over a longer period of time.
Right.
But because of the strength of the neck that this adds, it's going to give it greater sustain, which is really cool. But if you take a closer look at that design, it's really groundbreaking. Furch's been doing this on their guitars, I believe, for about 5 years now, and just really cool. A lot of people don't see what the neck looks like from the inside, so good on Furch.
Well, and having a reinforced neck is probably a nice bit of relief to certain guitarists to just, because we all have that worry that one day you're going to be playing and something's going to go wrong and it's just going to snap off in your hand, So having a neck that's reinforced, I feel, is just another kind of subtle component that really makes these very, very comfortable guitars to, people of any type of playing orientation, I would suppose.
Yeah. In addition to the neck, Jay, they're also, at Furch Guitars, they're tapping out all the tops to these, okay? They're not just throwing the woods together.
Right.
They're taking the time to pair them properly and make sure that the back and side that they choose, whatever it may be, pairs perfectly with the soundboard. So, not everybody's doing that. And at this price point, to get that kind of attention to detail, and like I mentioned, the neck, you're getting a lot of value for your money.
Right. Well, and of course, Furch's extensive and high-quality voicing process of all of the different plates, which is far too much for us to go into here, but I would highly recommend all of our viewers go and read about their voicing process over at Furch Guitars. It's fascinating to learn about just how much attention to detail goes into making sure that the tone of these guitars is the way that they were intended to be. So
absolutely.
Over at Furch, you're definitely dealing with a lot of people who know what quality is, and they also know how to execute things in order to reach that level of quality. So
no doubt. Okay, so back to the Bevel 21, based basically or loosely off the Red Deluxe, which has the dual bevel. Now, what really makes these unique, as we mentioned, there's only 21 of them, is each one has the individualized inlay, and you won't find a Red Deluxe with this wood combination. Or they've also mixed up the woods that they're using for both the binding and the bevels.
Right, yeah.
So they really are unique, and like I said, they only made 21 of them, and I believe these are $39.60.
$39.60. A very, very good price for a guitar that I believe is about on par with their flagship, which is the Red Deluxe. So.
Which is another $1,000 bucks, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, so Jay, per Furch specs, we've got the classic satin finished mahogany neck.
Yes.
We've got ebony boards. Full binding, as we already talked about. Goto 510s with black ebony buttons.
Yes, indeed.
And yeah, these Bevel 21s, they're amazing, dude.
Yeah, and I definitely encourage anyone watching this video to go to our listings on our website and check out the videos of these personally. We've got some great demos, really exploring just how diverse these guitars are in terms of what you can do with them. They're really good for fingerstyle, they're really good for flat picking. You can do a lot of really nice percussive stuff with them because of how responsive they are, but they're also really well balanced, so they're really good for just strumming open chords, and they're so adaptable to so many different types of playing and different genres and things like that. So
let's give them a quick sample of some of that percussive stuff that you were talking about, and let's hear how it sounds different on the spruce versus the cedar.
Sure.
Sounds great, man. Yeah. So let's try the same thing with cedar.
All right.
I'm hearing the same thing, Jay. The cedar with a slightly warmer tone and a little bit more, little bit brighter high end on this one. They both sound amazing, but I gotta ask, which one do you prefer?
That's a tough one, just because I'd probably go with that one just because it's aesthetics combined with the sound. I am typically more of one to go towards a more balanced kind of tonal spectrum. This one definitely does have its advantages, and there are things about it that I would recommend over that one, but overall my preference would probably be the Sitka Rosewood with the Bloodwood binding.
Yeah. I actually was gravitating towards the cedar a little bit myself.
Yeah, looks like we have the wrong ones then.
Yes. Okay guys, that's about a wrap on the Furch Bevel 21s. Remember, we only have 3 of these left. I think there's only 3 left available.
Yeah, I think so.
There might be another dealer out there that has 1 or 2, but we bought half of them. We bought 10, well, almost half of them. There were 21 built. But anyway, so the Bevel 21s, Jason Kurtzen, Brendan Smith, this is Toby the Beagle. Thank you guys for watching. Let us know what you think of the Bevel 21s down in the comment section, by the way. And which do you prefer, cedar or spruce? Let us know. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.